So I'm at this idyllic coastal location here. We've got beautiful blue water, white powdery sand, this late afternoon light. I'm here because I want to find locations for a couples shoot. Portraits of couples is a big market. Portraits for engagements, couples in love, that sort of thing. Those are pictures that are quite common. And this is a beautiful location for those romantic type shots. We've got this lovely ocean grass, this coastal grass here with these sandy paths. Getting shots of couples walking along these, holding hands will be great shots. Getting shots of couples walking along the sandy beach at the water's edge. There's some boulders and rocks over there where I think I can create some nice poses with the couple. So I'm going to scout out a couple of locations, see if I can find more things in this immediate area so that I've got more opportunities to work with. And in about an hour's time, the light is going to be absolutely perfect for this type of photography. Now my first shot is going to be with a long telephoto lens. I've got a 200mm with a 1.4 converter, and I'm going to shoot down the beach with these guys walking hand in hand towards me, and I'm going to shoot through some of this grass in the foreground and then just get them at the edge of the shadow. Now they're side lit quite strongly at the moment, as you can see, so shadow this side. But if Emma holds up this reflector, you'll see the light come into. There you go, look at that lovely gold light. So we've got a gold Californian sun bounce here, bouncing a beautiful soft summer gold light back in on this side. Now, I can't have Emma walking along with this in the breeze. She's gonna get blown away. So we're gonna get Emma in a fixed position, and I'm gonna get our couple to walk into the reflected light over and over again until I think we've nailed the pose. So I'll find the spot which works for them, get them to walk towards me, X will mark the spot, and then we'll just repeat it and repeat it and repeat it until I've nailed the shot. That's the plan. Let's see if it works. So what I'm doing is I'm auto-focusing on the guys where they are now, and then I'm going to flick it into manual focus so that I don't lose that focus point. And then I'm going to get them to walk into that point. You can see I've got Emma in position already with the reflector. On this next one, just do a little bit of like as if you're sort of pulling and pushing each other, having a little bit of a fun fight, all right? Perfect, great stuff. Okay, so what I'm doing here is using this grass out of focus, using the edge shadow that's falling from the dunes onto the beach, and then just getting them and making sure they stay inside that sunlight area. In this one, I'm going to get them walking along the edge of the water. I can't get a reflector on the opposite side this time. And I'm also going to switch to the autofocus to the servo mode, where the focus will try and track them and keep pace with them and follow them. It's a bit hit and miss in servo focus, but I want to shoot more shots of them walking to me rather than just one particular point like I did with the one on the sand there. Okay, perfect. So you can see here, I'm just holding two of these reed things in the position I need them so I can shoot through the gap. So don't be scared to grab hold of stuff and actually manually hold it where you need it to make your shot. Okay guys, when you're ready. Good, 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 good. Okay, so this is working really nicely. The reason this is working really nicely is the shadows are not as strong on this side now because the sun is cutting through the haze of the atmosphere. It's a lot lower in the sky, so it's a lot more subdued in terms of the harsh light, and we've still got illumination from the sky this side. So these shadows are a lot softer now. So at the moment, I'm not actually needing a reflector on this side. Both of them in the white tops is helping as well because the white is reflecting off of their shoulders, back onto the face. And this lovely long grass I'm using these in the foreground, holding them in position in front of my camera and getting them out of focus. I'm shooting at 1.2. Now, obviously this is a more expensive 50mm 1.2 lens, but this would be perfectly acceptable on a standard lens like a 50mm 1.4, even a 1.8. And I've got an exposure of 8,000th of a second at 1.2 because I'm fully open. So, you know, if you were shooting at 1.4, probably 6,400th of 100 ISO. So really straightforward, really easy. The difficult part is the posing. As you can see, it's getting those guys to pose, finding the poses that work, finding the poses that are comfortable, and then getting the position where both of their faces are in the light. Right, put your hand on his chest. All right, that's it. And then just look at each other. That's it, great. And again, lovely, good, perfect. So let's just point out another thing as well. Look at the outfits, okay? So both of them in white tops now and in blue jeans. Always go for these neutral, simple colors. It doesn't clash with anything. You don't want any bold, bright t-shirts with big logos. You want simple, neutral, light tones, and that then makes the final image less distracting, and it draws the attention to the couple and to their love for each other. So good work, guys. Great stuff. Well, I hope you're enjoying this video. We've got some more great tips and techniques coming up in this YouTube video. But if you'd like to get access to hundreds and hundreds of natural light and studio portrait classes, then why don't you check out visualeducation.com. It's the world's leading visual arts education platform. Join us at visualeducation.com. Okay, I'm just going to try one shot first here, where I'm going to actually get the sun, which is directly behind them from this position. I'm going to get it sort of breaking between their neck or between their heads when they're looking at each other. So I'm going to try and get a sort of starburst flare effect from the sun directly between them. It's going to take a little bit of careful positioning. I'm not going to waste too much time on it. It's just a little bit of a trial one before I move on to the other ones that I wanted to do. Okay, guys, so I want you to face each other, sort of embracing each other, the same sort of thing with the hand on the side of the face, about to kiss type shot. And then I'm going to try and get the sun in the right position between you. You'll need to turn a little bit more towards me, please, Luke. That's it. So just open up a little bit there. And you guys make sure you've got enough reflection on them. And I'm just going to see where I get the flare. Right, so go into pose for me. Good. Just going to get, what you got to do with this, you've got to be very careful, is that the sun so bright, so you only just want the tiniest portion of it just breaking over their arm or over their shoulder, just to create that burst of flare. Okay, let's go again. Can you guys kneel down for me? Because I want to just see if I can get more grass and less looking up at you, and do the same thing, sort of holding each other. Beautiful. Just varying the amount of flare. That's lovely. And okay, relax. That's it, good. Perfect, that's great. Okay, so I've just checked back on these shots and they look really nice. We're shooting at 1.4 there at 3,200th. And I noticed that they are sharp on one person but not on the other, because they're playing around a little bit and one's slightly in front of the other. The depth of field's a bit too shallow at 1.4. So I'm just closing down the aperture to f2, maybe f3, 3.5, opening the shutter at a speed up to 1600th, 1250th to see if we can get that slight little bit more depth of field on these. Beautiful, lovely, absolutely perfect. Good bit of flare, good bit of light, fantastic.
Working with natural light should be easy. To make it work, there are 5 key factors: light, subject, depth of field, angle of view, and background. Let's look at light. Light, you need to know the quality of light, the ability to reflect the light, and knowing when the best light is. Subject, compose them well in the shot, talk to them, direct them, and you'll get the best out of them. Depth of field. Choose appropriately, but you can generally bet it will be on the larger aperture and shallow depth of field side. But we don't always want too shallow. Some resolving of the background gives us a sense of place and helps anchor the subject in the scene. Angle of view. This is easy. It's the choice of lens and how much it can see. Essentially, how much or how little background relative to the size of your subject. Background. Remember, this is key. You can have a great subject and great light, but if you stuff up the background, the photo is over. Throughout this course, time and time again, you see me concentrating carefully on what my background will be. Time or shutter speed doesn't really come into this. No one wants a slow shutter speed portrait where the subject is blurred, unless you're combining it with flash. But as this is a natural light course, we'll be working with as fast a shutter speeds as we can or as is appropriate.
We're just losing that lovely golden light now. I'm just gonna shoot a couple more. Let's have a look. It's over. It is over because the sun has gone behind a bank of cloud, as you can see there. So we've lost that lovely gold tinge of light. We've just got a very soft light now, which looks just like a cloudy day. It's still quite nice, but it's never gonna be better than it was just 2 minutes ago and in the last hour. This is often the problem when working in the magic hour, is how good and clean your sunset is going to be, because quite often the sunset ends up going behind banks of clouds off on the horizon, which is what has happened now. But we have been very lucky with the light, but we've got some great shots in the bag. Very happy with that. Well done, guys. Brilliant job. You almost look like a couple, so good stuff. And yeah, I'm looking forward to editing these pictures, so we can head off.